Sure. Okay. To follow
Okay, so I'm sending the link to you now.
Yeah. Copy. Okay, let's have it.
Okay. All right. Yeah, you're welcome to. Please confirm you can still see me and you can see me very well.
Very clearly. Very clearly.
All right. Good. Good. So you're welcome to the Founders Playbook. This is where we bring in founders and people that have done something remarkable in their own community and in their area of specialization. So, ladies and gentlemen, our guest today is a man of many hats, a businessman, peace advocate, HR consultant, digital marketing specialist. So it looks like I'm reading my own profile right now. With a strong focus on social media strategy, he holds a master's in peace and conflict studies from the University of Ibadan, where he also served as president of his faculty and is currently pursuing his Ph.D. He is the director of Finsource Limited, a company that delivers solutions in HR, business development, marketing, and leadership training. The certified trainer, human resources manager, and passionate volunteer. He's deeply committed to servant leadership and peace building. Please welcome with me Adebisi Michael, known as Micotaa. You're very welcome to our podcast.
Thank you very much, Timmy. Yeah, I'm privileged and honored to be here. Thank you.
Awesome. So today we are going to be discussing around how to secure funding. Backstage, we had a little conversation about this, and I felt it's something we should have recorded so that many more people can have access to it. Really, the first question I have here is that you see many people see funding as the hardest part of event or project management, which I also do. Yet you have been able to raise funds with what looks like easy. So what's the biggest mindset shift that helps you position yourself in a position where you can easily raise funds for events?
So when it comes to fundraising, especially when it's as regards a project that is to add value to people and the community, it takes someone that understands the philosophy of servant leadership to be able to engineer that. So when I say servant leadership, the kind of leadership we do in this era is that leadership that comes with ego. We are called to service, but at the end of the day, it is those people that we are meant to be servicing or serving that are servicing and serving us. So it becomes difficult you that has placed yourself on a kind of level that people see you as, oh, this leader is at the front, it is difficult for you to pipe yourself low to now request for support from those people that have seen you as the big tank. So just I will go by the word of one of my Professor Danjibo. He said, when you are a leader, another job description attached to it is professional beggar. Do you get what I'm saying? And what a professional beggar does is that you see the value that you want to sell to people that are ready to actually buy it, either out of respect or out of respect for what you've done, or they see it as an exchange of value. Because at the end of the day, it is not everybody that is going to fund the project that is going to see any value from it. Some people are just philanthropic in nature. Yeah.
Wow. Awesome. So let's go back in the lane of memory. The first time you tried raising funds, how was it like? Can you still remember?
So yes, I can remember. So you see, I will raising fund is not child's play. I can tell you that one for a fact. You see, when you are trying to execute a project with zero funding and there is no money. When there is no money, it stresses you out as a person. So I'm not going to shy away from the fact that because I found it easy now does not mean that it is not always difficult. Far back in 2017, because I'm a graduate of Osun State University, and I graduated in 2017. And then I and my friend, we decided that we don't want to leave this school without laying a legacy. As a matter of fact, we have done so much as a class, as a set, to now leave without leaving a trace. So I and my friend, we came together, we thought about it, that what can we do to ensure that we have a very, very nice memory as finalists. Unlike what people do now, that they just play songs and play around. So we came up with different kind of events that we are going to do. And at the end of the day, we're like, okay, what can we also do so that people years to come can point at a particular structure and say, this set did this in what year? Do you get what I'm saying? So I'm talking about just an idea that has no money in it. Nobody has ever done it before. In fact, up till now, nobody has been able to do what we've done. Our seniors, as in a year before us, tried to do something like that. It was later on I heard that they tried to do something like that, but they could not do that. So what we did, I could remember then, not only that, we did the first and the only standing sculpture at the University of at the Osun State University Kire campus. We had a photo book that has everybody's information, and so that you can always reach out to yourself years to come. Those are one of those things we did. We had a picnic. We also had a luncheon where we are able to give awards to people based on their outstanding performance in different ways. We stayed 4 years together, so we know each other. We celebrated ourselves and all of that. Now, how am I and my team, how are we able to raise funds? I happens to be a friend of everybody, and at the same time, I and my friend thought about it. You see, if you want this committee to raise funds, aside from the fact that you're asking people to pay a token, because I could remember then for everything we did, we asked people to pay 2,000 or 3,000 each, which in the actual sense cannot even do anything. You get? So we decided that, okay, this set of people, so it starts, you have to be strategic when raising funds. People want to trust their money, how it is being spent. They want to trust it. So the set of people we bring on board to be on that team are people that are are highly distinguished in their classes. And we didn't make them be like, oh, they are lauding people. We are lauding people over them. We make everybody a PRO to their department so that you will not see them as one high authority that you not listen to, because we make them your servant. They should listen to your ideas and bring it to the table of the board. Now, one strategic thing we also did was that the person in charge of the money happens to be, a pastor on campus and a friend. People can point at this person and say, oh, our money is safe with this person. Do you get what I'm saying now? So
That's
when it comes to
transparency. Yeah.
transparency, when it comes to raising the money itself, then we now started leveraging friends. While we were in school, you would consider some people big boys and big girls. So I could remember then there are some set of ladies that happens to be my friend. Everybody is doing very well now. I went to meet them and I asked them that, you see, this, I had to break it down, what we want to do. These are the things we want to do. And I really, really need your support. So they accepted me at first explanation, because one even told them that one among them said, once that thing involves Micotaa, we are going to pay. Because one, I've always been a group leader for assignment, and they know that for every group assignment I do, I will not stress anybody. I will do the work. I will ensure that everybody also did their part and everybody have the grade. So they see that moment as a way of paying it back. Don't forget, I said people must be able to trade value. You must have a value that you want to trade with people. They have traded the value for them out of friendship, and they see it as a moment to pay back. They said that they cannot watch such projects fail when Micotaa is involved. What value are you selling out as a person? What are the sacrifices you've paid ahead for people? Are you that person that also show up for people? Are you that person that also go all out for people? With the beat you can also give out. You see, those girls' friends are not my friends. They are my friends, but they are 3 in numbers. Each of them also have some set of friends. So I didn't leave that place by saying I need their support alone. I went there by saying that I need your support. Please also help me inform your friend.
Okay. This is what we face in this country. So let's just wait for him to. Thank you, Aziz Sofiat. Give value to people. Okay.
Hello, I think I lost you
Yeah, you're
there.
welcome. Yeah,
Yeah,
same here.
sorry about.
Please.
I didn't. I'm not sure it's from my end, but even
So
if
where
it
you
is,
stop was you said you didn't stop at reaching out to them for their own support, but you
yeah,
went further for their friends.
yes, I went further by telling them that they have to reach out to their friends to actually bring their support, because it's just like a feudal system. Your friend is not my friend. If you are my friend and I'm speaking to your friend to support me, your friend might not support me, unlike when you are the one talking to your friend. So it also it revolves around trust. there must have been an exchange of value through friendship or through something, something, something. Do you get what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
we started piling up funds. We now started using people that has given us fund to make declaration that, oh, this is a good project. We also like you to fund these people. I'm happy that I've contributed my quota. So, and that is also out of transparency. When you let people know that there is a kind of feeling when you see yourself as a major donor. So even
Yeah.
people that are not willing to donate, when they just want to show that, oh, I'm also part of those people that donate. Now, that was within the school, that was within the campus. We went ahead by selling that same project. I can remember we reached out to a local government chairman, we reached out to some major stakeholders in Ikire to let them know that we are students. Anything we are doing in this school, it also directly or indirectly affects the influence of this local community. We sold the value to them in a way they will understand. There are some branding you give people that even those people will not be aware that they have such branding. So, when we meet with these people, when we pay them courtesy visits, we let them know that, the community have testified to your personality, how great it is. And we also looked into it and we looked into it and we discover how passionate you are about the development of this community, even though they don't have any passion to develop the community. Do you get now? But
No, no
these are
concern me.
things these are things people want to hear. Just like an author says that, the first thing people want is recognition and respect. Recognize
Yeah.
them, give them respect. Even when you think that they don't deserve it, you don't know how much time they have been tasty for that respect and recognition. So when you thrive
True.
on it, when you thrive on it and you speak the right words to their mind, trust me, funding becomes easy. Even if they are not going to give you the actual thing that you want, you can always give them options. You can be so
Yeah.
transparent to the extent that you let them know the items that you have left for the event. Even though you still have like 10 thousands of items, don't place yourself as someone that has not done anything in front of any donor. If you are to raise 100,000, even if you still have 0 naira, ensure that you are telling that donor you are not lying. You are just trying to let that donor know that you've made effort, even though he or she is the first person you are meeting. They want to see that, oh,
Awesome.
there has been some people like them that also see value in what you are doing. So when people see that, oh, they've raised 100, out of 100, they've raised 50. Let me also add my 10. Let me also add my 20. Then you start recording
Awesome.
success in raising that type of
So
funds.
two things before you continue. You've mentioned number one is that for a guy, for me, it is hard to approach ladies within my age bracket to support an event I'm hosting. Number one is that, of course, I know the value, but I wanted to speak to that briefly. Two things.
And so you see,
Trust. Yeah.
I mentioned something. You cannot be in need of support and be egoistic.
Is that
Do
is
you get
that
what I
being
mean?
egoistic?
Yes. You see, ego is innate for every human being. Ego
Mm,
is innate for every human being. And one mistake you should not find yourself doing is that you should not find yourself doing as someone that will always be at the forefront of projects, is that you don't want to place yourself as someone that has it all.
mm,
Because even in life generally, you cannot do life alone. There will always be a time that you will need support. If you think that you don't need support, for those of you that are married, why do you get married? Because your partner is one form of support. And having staying with your partner, there is a slang we say, see finish, will enter it. So you should always
Yeah.
give a room for see finish for people to know that this person is in need of help. Why are we going to work?
True.
I saw a skit yesterday. You are going to work because you are publicly declaring to people that you are broke, that you need money, which means if you are not going to work, you cannot get paid. So if you are not telling people that you need help, people will not help you. You cannot be telling people that you need help and you are still posting like you are not going to need help. So my friends know that they are not investing into that project to feed me. They are investing into that project for something that will last a while. I started by discussing the project I did as a graduate. I finished. So it's easy to say that I was still a graduate. I'm still an undergraduate rather. And
Yeah.
we're able to raise funds more than almost 2 million naira. That structure is still sitting pretty there in Ikire campus.
Wow.
Now,
Wow.
someone that okay.
So for me, I think there's a lot of self-confidence in what you did. How do you handle rejection in the process of raising funds?
Okay, I'll start by saying my brother told me something one day. He said, Egbon, do you know that you know the degree? So, and when I asked him that, why? Because I was thinking, and I asked him, is that positive or negative review? He said it's a positive review. And I said, explain further. He said, you don't used to believe that something is not possible. You see, this thing is divine. When God drops an idea in our head, it is because it is possible. That is why he dropped it. And it is because he has prepared some people to make that impossible. That is why he dropped that idea in the first place. Every great things we see today started with an idea. And there are some people in one way or the other, either material or human resources, that has contributed to that. So when you say confidence, this is a confidence I've built over the year. Yes, when I did that one in Osun, I did it out of, I believe it is possible, and I also did it out of fear. Yes, I had my own fear that what if we started this sculpture and we don't have money? At a point in time, we only had 200,000 plus in the account. And people were saying, oh, let us have enough money to start. Something came to my mind that if you tell people to contribute to something and they are not seeing the start and the beauty of that thing in the first place, they will not keep dropping money. That brings us to a tight corner. So I put that fear into it. I said, let us start. Now, me that have achieved a millionaire plus project as an undergraduate, are you telling me that I'll not be able to raise more millions to do some other projects? And I'm in the field of community projects. So this is a confidence you build over time. It doesn't mean that you will not face disappointment. It doesn't mean that people will not tell you no. But if someone tells you no, why raising it? There is another person that will tell you a semi-no. A semi-no is that they will tell you that, oh, this thing is good, but at this point in time, let's see towards the end. The fact that you told me that you are going to do it towards the end, you are in trouble, because I will always look for a strategic way to give you a reminder that you said this. But there are some people that will readily say yes. It is just, you need to just do the work by finding those people. Okay, take for instance, when I was the yearly coordinator in 2023, that is Young African Leaders Initiative.
Okay, so before you go into that, let me drop a question before I forget.
Okay.
How many times can you get funding from one person? Can you hear me?
I think you
Okay,
freezed
so
for a
I
minute.
said, how many times can you get funding from one person?
So you see, for every question you're asking, there is a ready-made answer for it. You know, as someone that has something to do at all time, you are just an
Mm,
Oliver Twist. You are just an Oliver Twist. So there is an emotional intelligence that comes with raising funds. Do you get what I'm saying?
mm,
There is an
okay.
emotional intelligence that comes with it. You see, when you till today, you see those ladies I mentioned, those ladies I told you about that I
Mm-hmm.
went to go and meet because we had close relationship. If I have a project today and I send them a message, like I send each of them a message. As a matter of fact, there's as at in the last 2 months, I've received money from each of them just because I want to execute a
Wow.
project. Do you get now? So, like I told you, when you are raising fund, you are not raising fund to feed yourself. You must sell a
Why are they giving? Is it that they have so much money? What's
when
making
people
them drop the money?
when people support you raising fund, it's not because they have so much money. One, there are some people we believe so much in that we don't want to see them fail. That is one.
Wow.
That is the aspect of going all out for this person. Do you get it now? There are also an aspect of it that that project that you want to do, how convincing it is, what is the problem that that project is solving. Do you get what I'm saying now? So it's not
Yeah.
out of I have so much money. Even you as a fundraiser, you should know when to go to that same person. So someone that has interest in supporting out of school children, eh, that's the passion of that person. You don't know the trauma that person has gone through that made them have so
Mm,
much interest in it.
mm,
So, which means that person will only donate when it comes to anything concerning children, a project that concerns children. Do you get it now? So, not that
mm,
you want to feed the nation and you go and meet that kind of person, because that person will tell you that that person is not seeing value in that project. Do you get what I'm
mm,
saying now? So you
mm,
must know the interest of each donor. So you know when to go there, when to attract them. And another thing, if I'm saying that we are an Oliver Twist, where is our point of appreciating what they've done and making them relevant? There is one thing I call human capital, human bank,
okay.
and human capital. You see, this person funded my project today, and the next time I'm reaching out to that person is when I have another project. Forget it. You will not get money from them.
Wow.
Do you get it now? It's
Yeah.
let me use WhatsApp. I reached out to you on WhatsApp that I will not just start by I have a project and I want you to fund it. Nah, I won't do that. Where is your courtesy? The greetings. Where is you starting a conversation you had the last time? Have you commented on that person's status?
Mm,
Have you checked on that person? That person gave you money last week. This week, did you follow up with that person to greet that person? I just want to appreciate you for the last time, what you did. This is the impact it made. This is the result of what we did. This is you are putting that person to speed that the investment you made, this is the return on investment. Even though that return on investment is not adding to their bank account, but is adding to their
mm.
self-satisfaction.
Self-satisfaction.
Do you get that?
Yeah.
So that is it. So as much as it is, when you get money from, why do we have some permanent sponsors, permanent partners for some projects? That is difficult. They will even have memorandum of understanding that want this relationship to last for 5 years. And it's not that they are coming back after 5 years to come out. Even if you remind them that, oh, it is 5 years already, let us cut this deal, they will tell you that no, let us renew. Meanwhile,
Wow.
that project they are funding, that they are sponsoring, is not adding money to their bank account. Even if you tell them that this project it gave us revenue, or we have some leftover, they will tell you that that's the budget they've given for that particular project. Why do company have CSR? Do you get what I'm
Hmm.
saying? Because they know
Yeah,
that
I
there will
get.
be some people that what they are doing relates to the value they are selling out. So companies now keep money for people that they don't even know who is going to spend it. So they will just keep money that this year we have 2 million naira to spend to help our community. They don't even know who is coming to come and get it.
Wow.
So, and you as a project manager that wants to execute a project that needs the money, you are now shying away from daring to go and request for the money.
Wow. Awesome. So I have a question here. I have a question here.
Yeah, please go
Can
ahead.
you raise fund? Can you raise fund for a project that you intend to make money from it? Let's say you are doing a project now, though it might not make money now, but in 3 to 5 years, you will start monetizing it. Can you raise fund for such project?
Okay, so it is a yes. And I'm going to say this and I'm going to put it into perspective. Do you get it now? You
Mhm.
started a non-governmental organization, and a non-governmental organization needs money to survive. Hope you are aware of that.
Yeah.
Now, as a non-governmental organization, you are thinking that, okay, for this project, for this non-governmental organization to be sustainable, we need to have a building that will serve as an office, serve as an event center that we can make money from. Do you get it now?
Mm.
You know, that particular building will serve as an event center and also an office. So the office is the major, so that you can have a location, a conspicuous location that people can come to visit. Okay, this is the
Yeah.
NGO and this is the office. The event center is the business aspect of it that generates money to fund the NGO. Now,
Yeah.
so which means you need to look for money to build that kind of event center. But
Exactly.
who are those people that are interested in that kind of project? What you are selling at that particular time is not the business first, is the value at which their contribution will add to the sustainability of that project. Do you get it now?
Okay.
Now, we cannot,
Mm-hmm.
when you are meeting a donor in that sense, this is what we want to do. This is what we've pictured. But we cannot always come to you to ask for money. But
Okay.
whatever it
Okay.
is you are giving us now is a forever investment, which means when we are writing the history of this building, your name will always, you've written your name in gold. Do you get it now? We've written your
Yeah,
name in
I get.
gold. So you now start thinking of what you can sell to them. Because once they've built that, and don't forget, oh, we like money more than each other. Like I told you, we have different kind of donors. Some will give to you because you've sold the value to them that, oh, this is what we want to achieve. Some will tell you that, some that are business people will tell you that, okay, if you build this thing, how much do you want to be giving out that event center? okay, for everything you do, okay, can I have 2% of from the profit? Do you get what I'm saying now? Because
Yeah,
you know that that event center will sell. Giving 2%, the intention of that project in the first place is to raise money to fund the NGO and make it sustainable, right? What is 2%?
yeah,
What is that quota of that percent in the money you will generate every day? Do you get now? So what I'm trying to say in essence is that the way you package and sell out that value, that idea, that vision, that project that you have, that will later
yeah,
make money. Don't forget though, if people are going to people will not give you money for something that, today we are not talking about business. We are talking about
mm-hmm.
projects that will impact individuals and community. So which means for every money you are raising that will later generate money in the end, is not that money that will feed you. It is
Yeah, yeah,
it is money that will generate more money to survive that impact that you are selling, that value that you are selling. That is it.
mm,
So it is a
true.
very, very possible mission. And I'm telling you this because it has happened. Do you get what I'm saying? It has happened.
Yeah,
I've been part of project that, NGOs. We started NGOs, and that NGO is making money to survive that NGO, not to survive another person's pocket. Even though the reason why we now have people that donate for project now, stopping themselves from doing that, is because some people now makes it a cause that they will do such kind of thing and use it to enrich themselves. Do you get now?
yeah, true,
So,
true,
and that
true.
is why some donors now shy away from doing that. Do you get now? That is why we now have some
Yeah,
countries now stopping such kind of thing. So I hope I've been able to answer your question.
very well, very well. So let's say, for instance, let's say somebody is watching this right now. We have people watching live, and the person has never raised fund before. The person do not really know, maybe knows one or two people that think they can support. What are the first three moves to make that guarantees that this
Okay.
I can raise this fund? That's one. That question one. Maybe I should ask the second question also. Then how much is too big to request when raising fund? For example, let's say you have a plan to what you want to do will cost you 500 million. Does it make
Mm.
sense to put it in a proposal that you are raising 5 million naira as fund? It's not too much, or to break it into bits and say, okay, you want to raise this, then after a while you can now propose another amount.
Okay, thank you very much. So let me tell you this. No amount is too much to raise, as much as the project worth that amount. Do you get now?
Wow.
The only thing the amount would do is just that, you see, the level of effort that you invest in raising such amount of money for such big project is different from the effort you will invest when we are raising a 500 million fund for a 500 million watt project.
Yeah.
Is different from the effort you will impute when raising 100,000 worth of projects funds. Do you get what I'm saying now? So the first three things that should stand out, like for you as a person, is that are you that self assurance that this project that we are about to do, this is the result we are expecting.
Mm.
That assurance will help you navigate fear, because fear will come. There will be this pessimism that will be like, oh, will this thing be successful? Even if you are not answering that kind of thought, but you still be like, bro, me self get mind though. So you have to have that self assurance that I know what this project is going to achieve. and I know that this project is not pedestrian in thought. There are some projects you will see that are just pedestrian in thought. They are too ordinary. You don't want to do a project that is not outstanding because you want to attract outstanding donors that will not think the way you think. They will think for themselves and think that, oh, does this thing really worth it? Do you get what I'm saying? That is one. Now, what are the people you want to leverage? What relationship have you built with them? Do you know someone that knows someone to talk to the person that knows someone that wants to help you fund that project? You will not want to talk to Governor Seyi Makinde just by going on the social media platform to stalk him. You must know one SA that knows one SSA, that knows one commissioner, that knows one this thing, that by knocking at the door, when they hear the name of that person, they'll just say, oh, okay, come. I was in a conversation with one of my friends, that our friend was not in the office, but because they know that this person is the friend of this person, he went to that lady's office to do something. The boss of that lady saw him via the camera and just said, please go and call that young man. He's the friend to this lady working in our office. Go and ask him to go and do his screening. Out of multitude, it is based on your level of networking. What is your level of networking? Do you get now? So you must be able to map it out that if one fails, the other one must work. Do you get what I'm saying now? And the third one is that what is your level of transparency? Are you that person? If you are that person that is not accountable, please don't try projects. Don't even reach people for fun. If you try it once and you generate money and you use it anyhow and you didn't give back to it, trust me, you will lose those set of donors. You will lose them. Did you post pictures showing how glorious that event is? Do you get now? Do you went back to those people to thank them and let them see, oh, this is the value we created? These are pictures from the event you sponsored. Do you get now? These are the things we do. These are the things. What are the list of? I belong to an organization, JCI. JCI will even tell you when you are doing your report that you should put the name of those people that gave you money. Put it there. Let us see it.
There's no anonymous.
No, don't put anonymous. Put it there so that person will be proud that he sponsored this kind of successful project. It's not a way to taunt the person that executed the project, but it is a way to appreciate that donor. You cannot donate money in silence for something that was a success. Do you get what I'm saying now?
You cannot donate money in silence for something that was a success.
Yes, now you will not do that. So because some people, I used to tell people, there is nothing free in this world. If there is anything called free, there is someone somewhere paying for that thing.
For it.
Do you get now? Yes, now. Because I will not tell you that this event is free. Yes. Have you forgotten that some people paid for that event to make it free? So there is not, at the end of the day, it is not free. So you must let us know those set of people that ensure that it was free for those multitude of people.
So I think that we need to stop saying that an event is free. We need to start saying that the event has been paid for. Sponsored.
This event has been sponsored. So you can come.
Correct.
Entry is free. But this event has been sponsored.
Wow.
Do you get it now? As a matter of fact, I think from what you are saying, we project managers, we should start putting in that this event worth 20,000 naira for each person, but it has been sponsored, but entry is free, so that people will not come with a mindset of entitlement. Do you get what I'm
Very
saying?
true.
So when you are meeting people to raise funds, you are stressing one person to ease another person.
Another person. True.
Do you get it now? So, and the person you are
Yeah.
stressing needs to be appreciated. It is until when people know
Appreciated.
all of these things that they will now say, "Oh, we appreciate you." Okay, when you now come for, see, there are a lot of friendship I've made just because I reached out to someone to sponsor. So I reach out to you to sponsor me. You see what I did with your money, then we becomes friends.
Wow.
I finished some project before, and the person that sponsored that event recommended me to a company to work for that company. You get now, which
Oh,
means
wow.
when you do it right, people will see the value. They will be happy. So even when you didn't, you've lost contact for years ago. In fact, some people will see your project online and call you that, oh, it's been a while we talk. I saw that you want to do this thing. Let me sponsor it. Tell me,
Mm, mm, mm.
I shared a post just last week,
Okay.
that my friend shared the link that you should put your picture. It is about something about child, that it is a campaign for something. And
Okay.
someone on my status reached out to me that this kind of thing, that campaign you are doing, you should be putting account number. Some of us that wants to donate will just copy the account
Maybe
number and
I
donate.
just send the money.
And I said, oh, let me reach out to my friend that sent this thing. And I reached out to him. Are you collecting donation for this? He said, yes, they are doing silent donation, that they want it to be willing, just like this person has asked. Yeah. And I said, this person asked for the NGO's account number, and he sent it. I sent it to that person. And the person said, on this day, I'm sending this money. Wait,
Wow.
it simply means it's just corroborating what I'm saying, that there are some people that whatever it is that you are doing as a project resonates with
We
their idea, and they just want to key into it.
so talking about relationship, you have mentioned relationship several times. How you build relationship for funding? Is it different from the normal relationship? For example, we have relationship. I've never really funded any of your projects, but are there different ways you build that relationship? Do you have the end in mind? As you are in that relationship, you already know that this person, targeting this person for a funding, or it just happen.
Okay, so thank you very much for that question, Temi. You see, as it is, we are close. Do you get now? The way you build relationship, you as someone that is in a space where you are to lead or you are to execute the project, you have to build relationship with people, distinguish their ability and capability.
Mm,
If I have a project to execute, eh, and I know that Temi is my person, and I have a problem of organizing this kind of event, you know, coming on YouTube, and my project involves coming on YouTube to do this live session or do graphic designing. Don't forget, I'm going to pay for graphic designing if I'm to use someone I don't know. But I reach
yeah.
out to you, tell me, I have this project and I don't have money for graphic designing. I don't have money for all of this thing. I don't have money to pay. But I know that you don't want to see that project fail. This is the aspect where I want you to be involved in that project. Have you funded that project, yes or no?
Wow. That means you need to know people's strength. You need to know what they can do before you approach them.
Exactly. Exactly. Let me tell you something. One of my big sis and mentors and leadership reached out to me for our program one day and just told me that, Micotaa, what is your schedule on this particular date? I said, my schedule is busy, but what do you want me to do? She said, I want you to come and protocol. I want you to come and protocol because I know that you have that ability. Just come and protocol for me. Even myself, not until when I volunteered in sometimes ago in that line, that was when I know that I have the ability to protocol. Now, someone somewhere discovered that ability and said that for a such big event, I should come and be the lead protocol for that event.
Wow.
But do you know that we have some companies that deals in protocol, that if you want to use their service, you pay.
Yeah.
Have I funded that program or not?
Huge money. You have. Excellently well.
I managed that team. I protocoled. I also put my eyes on so many things that will affect my protocoling. Do you get it now? And some people will have collected thousands of naira for such services. So you need to, and as a fund, as a person that is into project management, especially community project or anything, you must ensure that you don't treat people anyhow. You don't treat people anyhow. A great philosopher says that be kind to people on your way up. You might mindfully meet them on your way down. Do you get it now? That person that you reached out to today to come and protocol for you, what if that person becomes the governor of Osun State one day? Do you get what I'm saying now?
Yeah.
That person that you think that, oh, I can call this person, I can call Temi to come and make graphic design for me. What if Temi becomes the COO or the CEO of a particular big company in Germany next time? Will Temi tell me that will you tell me that you don't know me again? So it simply means that the level of request I'll be making from you is different. Because I will never tell you because as you climb the ladder, you become more busy. So there are some things that even if I tell you that, Temi, come and do graphics for me, you say, Micotaa, I don't have that time. Let me give you $3,000. You should be able to stay a graphic designer that fits that thing.
Yeah.
So my level of request is different. Do you get it now? Your level of request is different. If I become the governor of Osun State today, your level of request, if you want to come and if you want us to do this podcast again, you don't come and meet me and I'm raising funds. You come and meet me on a different topic.
Yeah.
It will be a different topic entirely. You get what I'm saying?
Awesome.
So that is
so
it.
Before we go far,
capability and intent to be able to thrive on, okay, this is the way this person can help on this project. This is the way this person. We as project managers, we are not users. Some people are users, but the genuine project managers are not users. As a matter of fact, some programs we bring people on board for to sponsor, to donate for, is also affecting their life positively in some ways. Some people, it heals them. To some people, it gives them a bigger reputation. To some people, it gives them self-satisfaction. So it heals them in some way. To some people, it gives their company references of projects they are funded. Do you get what I'm saying now? So it is that.
Wow, awesome. So I think one major thing that people are not doing is that they don't take the pain to know their sponsors, to know where they fit in. And if someone comes to me and say, come and fund a project, I know my limit of funding. I know how much I can give per time. But if you are making me think of how I can come in, that's a problem. You should be able to state it clear to me that, okay, I know this is where you can play in, this is where you can play in. And once I hear that, I know that, okay, I like this. Not to now make me start thinking, okay, how do I come in? How do I come in? So I think that's one work that everybody has to do to be very effective in raising funds. Adebisi asked a question. He said, why do people really go all out of their way to sponsor projects and events, irrespective of knowing if it's going to be successful or not. You answered this partly the other time, but I want you to maybe just speak to it in 1 minute.
Okay, so I think I mentioned it that people go all out for projects for different reasons. You know, you can't tell someone that a successful woman that has experienced rape, that has been raped before, now hear about a project, violence against women, and the person coordinating that project has been found passionate about that project and has been speaking vehemently about rape against it, that person will give any money, any amount of money to sponsor that.
Wow.
Do you get what I'm saying now? So it's the project that you think that project that you are trivializing is a big deal to another person.
Wow.
Do you get now? Now, to some people, it is not even about trauma. Some people appreciate ideas. You see, when you pitch your idea to people, why do you think people pitch their businesses? They are pitching their businesses to convince someone that, see, I need your money and this is what I want to do. I want you to use your money to do. Same thing that you are pitching idea, that you see this idea, I need your support so that I'll be able to reach the needed audience for this particular project. Do you get what I'm saying? Let me also put it in a relatable perspective. Why do your parents pay your school fees? Why do serious parents? Why do they pay their children's school fees? Do you think it's because they believe that you come one day and be giving them money? Some parents already have that money. They don't even need your money. Do you get now? But they are willingly doing it. In fact, they are blindly doing it because they believe that it is their responsibility, that they must give this person a fee. It is as simple as that.
Wow. Wow. So, there's a question running through my mind that I wish. So, what if you know somebody that has money? You are not sure if the is it wise to still go ahead and ask for the person's support, despite the fact that
I miss you for a minute. Take that again.
Okay, so I said let's say you know someone that has the financial capacity to sponsor your project, but you know that the project does not align with the person's maybe work or experience or so. Would you still go ahead to reach out to the person for support? You don't have something to tie the project.
So let me say this. Let me first even clarify this. You see, when we are talking about sponsorship is not about the level of money you have. It's about the level of kindness you channel out. Do you get it? Because you can have money and not be kind enough to sponsor any project. You get now? Yes, it's the truth. You get now? So if you know that this person has this money, you must also do your research. How kind is this person? Even though for someone like me, if you are not even kind, I still have my cajoles to ensure that you become kind to my project. Do you get now? So when I now exhaust all my cajoles, when I exhaust it and I exhaust all my cajoles, I'll now put your mind into prayer. That you see, this person must not be able to sleep until this person do what I want from me. Because I know that you've ordered my step to this point whereby you led me to this person. Do you get what I'm saying now? So let me now answer that question. You see, when you know that this value of project does not align with this person's thoughts, then you now leverage on relationship. How close are you to that person? Is that person not willing enough to see you fail? You get now? There are some people that I know that whatever it is that I do, I know that it no concern them. It does not concern them. But when they hear that, this guy is saying that this project is about failing. They don't want to hear that. They will just come out, all wail out. So what is the relationship you build over time with the person? Do you get now? So another thing I wanted to mention before I lose my thought was that, okay, I think I lost my thought, but we can proceed.
Okay. So somebody asked a question here, which I think we should work on maybe later. He said, "How do you develop a compelling funding proposal or pitch to properly communicate the value of a project?" That's another another trick.
Okay, so let me quickly say this. Okay. Let me quickly say this. So there is a level of confidence that you should build personally. And see, you don't build confidence overnight. You have to start small. So you see when you are saying you want to write a compelling all of those ones are just formality. Some people does not even have time to read that your compelling pitch. They don't even have that time. You can do all of that for maybe organizations like UN, some major sponsors that they have grants that they want to give you. That one is like a topic for another day. How to write grants, how to do all of those ones. We have experts in that. But we are talking about donors that you need to have one-on-one encounter with them. When you are talking about project that needs you in person, you are not if you are sending letter, probably you should be sending letter of courtesy visit that will give you an avenue to really exercise what you want. Do you get now? So, but when we are talking about ensuring individuals donate for your project, is another level entirely. Because that donor must see your seriousness. They must see your expression. They must see their passion through your gesture. Not by paper. You want my 100,000 naira and you are sending me paper. I don't know you from Adam. I have not seen you before. You are not telling me to read 3 pages or in fact a page. Some people they don't even have that time. But when you sit down and you let them know that these are my team, this is what we plan on doing. Even if you are writing a letter, a pitch, a good pitch to them, and you are requesting for 100,000 naira, when you have that personal engagement with them, don't be surprised. They might even tell you that they want to sponsor everything. That how much is the project that you are doing, that you are just making noise. That don't worry, I will fund it. Go and rest. For some people, money na water. They just need a place to just invest in that. Oh, we need to have contributed to some people's life, and giving back to the society. So it is now your effort to ensure that you look for every way. And one major way that you should always leverage on is to ensure that you see them in person. Get a means of having a courtesy visit to them. Because having a courtesy visit to them simply means that you are starting a pseudo relationship with them. They need to know you by name. There is a reason why I use Micotaa everywhere. And there is a concept behind only one Micotaa. Because I am the only one that is bearing that name. So if you've had an encounter with me, it is difficult for you to forget that name Micotaa. So I will not meet Mr. President now and tell Mr. President that I'm Adebisi Michael. If I tell him I'm Adebisi Michael, I will ensure that name Micotaa rings in his ear. So that next time he's calling me, he will call me Micotaa. So if I ask him for millions of naira to execute the project, he will know that, oh, I met that Micotaa. This is who he is. Because knowing your name is also creating an identity. And what is the identity you've created over the time? That, oh, this person is known for excellence. This person is known for transparency. So this person asked me for this million of naira. I know that he's going to give me a report of what he has done. I will even see it. I don't even need the report.
Wow.
Are we together?
Yeah. So, this lady came for you, but because of some round off because of time, so we can still have another session on this. I know this is one aspect that everybody wants to get details about. They said, how can we handle rejection, which I know you've answered to before, Or you said from prospective sponsors who are just trying to build relationship, but yet you know that the person is capable of this sponsor.
All right. So let me say this. So to that very person, I will say that you see, rejection will always come.
Mm,
Rejection will always come. So, but how do you handle it? Is that for that project, in projects, me, I used to tell my mentees and people that are very close to me that are in leadership, I used to tell them that when you are planning a project, have plan A, plan B, but don't stop at plan B. Also have plan Z.
mm,
Do you get now? If you are so, if you believe that, oh, you want to do a project that you need 100 participants, which means you need all for this 100 participants. You need to rent a hall, you need to ensure that their welfare is well taken care of, and all of that. The program is to span from morning till afternoon. Your plan Z you should be thinking of virtual. Do you get it now? I'm just giving you a practical illustration. Your plan Z should include that you are deleting venue.
mm.
Do you get it now? Your plan Z
I've got
should be that. Do you get it now? Your plan Z should be very, very priceless. That at the end of the day, that virtual that you now did should be so successful that your next event, you should be able to sell it to that sponsor. Now, last year, I was here, but because I could not get funding, this is what we did. This year, we are here again. So you might now promote from your plan Z to plan Q. Maybe instead of you accommodating 100 that you wanted to accommodate last year, you can just look for your compound, get a decorator to decorate your compound that accommodates 20 people. Do you get it now? That just by reaching out to friends and family, you are able to do something. You are able to give them, if you are planning item 7 before, you are able to give them 2 puff puff in a white nylon. Are you getting what I'm saying now? Now,
yeah.
slow and steady, you are already having references that people can point hands to now say, I'm confident enough to sponsor this event. Please, nobody will sponsor an empty idea. When people see
Nobody
that
sponsor an
an
empty
empty idea,
idea.
you see, when an idea is too pedestrian, or even when your idea is quality, people need something to reference. Do you get now? People need a point of reference as trust that this person has he even done it before. There are some people that are so rigid in mindset. They be like, you've not done it before and you are so confident that it's going to happen. People that have done it before say you are failing. So let alone you that are just starting. Do you get what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it is as simple as that. So, and as a matter of fact, for every project that you are building, you must build history for them. You must build history at your lowest for them. Because you cannot just say you want to wake up one day and execute an event that you want to go to Jogger Center. Have you hosted that event in a primary school hall before? No. So what is that trajectory that you want to show to people that you've been doing this over time? You've been doing this over time. There should always be a staircase to every project execution before you can attract people to donate for such events.
Awesome. Me, because of time, I would like us to stop here because of time. I wish we can have another session around this. Few things that have stood out for me. Number one is that I would have. Okay, yeah. But you can drop your question. If something you can just answer. We would speak to before we end the session. But few things that stood out. People want to see your track record. They want to see where you're coming from and what you have done in the past. Then you also mentioned strongly about relationship. Relationship is very, very, very powerful. You also mentioned relationship, how powerful relationship can, and you also mentioned how we can strengthen relationship with people, which I think is very, very important. So because of time, I would I will stop here. What we are going to do is that we are going to release the video for more people to, when we get questions, we can know the direction to go the next time. Thank you so much, Micotaa. I really appreciate. I must say that this topic, you sabi because you have all the questions I have here, 1 to 13. I could not even answer one question. You have answered this question. Thank you so much for that. This is value. This is value. And I'm also say that this is a way of sponsorship. You have sponsored my YouTube channel with your knowledge.
Those we got our dinner.
All right, thank you. And there's an idea that came to me. I'll send it. I'll send it to your WhatsApp. Awesome idea. I
Right.
believe so. All right,
No
thank
problem.
you. Have a nice day. See you later.
Yeah. Thank you.